everyone, hope you're all doing well. Today I'm going to be doing a MAC haul for you guys. If you follow me on Instagram or Twitter, you'll know that they were the first MAC eyeshadows I've ever purchased, so that was quite exciting. I picked up a total of 3 blushes and 6 eyeshadows from catchoftheday.com.au. I think it totaled to be around maybe a little bit over $100, but I'll have the exact prices on my blog. So before I show you the products that I got, I'll tell you a little bit about my experience with Catch of the Day. I think this is my second purchase from the website, and the first purchase it did take a while to ship to me, although everything was in perfect condition when it got here. So this time when I purchased from the website, I was preparing for like a long delivery time, but actually it only took a couple of days, maybe 2 days, for the purchase to be processed, and then it took like a week to get shipped to me, which I think is fairly reasonable, since I think there is a high volume of, you know, packages going out of Catch of the Day, and I'm pretty sure my first purchase, it took like upwards of like 2, maybe a little over 2 weeks. So I'm happy with 1 week delivery time. So let's get on to the actual products. I'll talk about the blushes first. I've been trying them out over the past few weeks, couple of weeks, 2 to 3 weeks. So they have all been, or most of them have been used, and I'm quite liking them so far. But I'll show you the colours that I picked up. This is a MAC blush, matte blush in Harmony, which looks like this. And I'm actually using this as a bronzer right now, so I've got it on at the moment. I don't know if you can tell, like the lighting's kind of weird. I originally purchased this from the website, from the colour that I saw on my screen, and I thought it just would be probably a suitable contour colour, and so that's what I purchased it for, and that's what I'm using it for at the moment. It's working quite well so far as a contour shade. You just have to be a little bit more careful about blending it out, so really make sure you blend it out and so it sits nicely with the rest of your skin tone, and it's just not like a blob of this kind of brown colour. It's not orange, and on some skin tones it might come off a little bit dirty, but for me I think it's working quite well as a contour shade, so I'm quite happy with that. Next is a MAC blush that I've been using almost every day, and I've got it on at the moment. It's a sheer tone blush in Koi Girl, kind of like a lighter version of my jumper actually. So it's a cool tone pink, and I've really been enjoying using it. It's a little bit deeper than a dusty pink is how I would describe it, and so I quite like it for the winter time. So really been enjoying that. And this product, which I haven't had the chance to use yet, is a sheer tone shimmer blush in Dolly Mix, which looks like this, and it really is like the colour of my jumper with gold shimmers in it. So it's really pretty. It's quite a bright pink, and it's got shimmers in it, and I think it'll be really good for nighttime. I just haven't really had the time or the chance to wear it yet. So onto the eyeshadows. I picked up a total of 6, and they are all neutrals because I love my neutrals. So I'll show you kind of from like the lightest to deepest, I guess. This one is Blanc Type. It's a matte eyeshadow, pretty much just like a white shade. I used it all over my eyelids as a base, and pop a little bit under my brow bone as well. Again, there will be all close-ups at the end because I know you can't really see from this distance, and I can't really put it close up because the camera doesn't focus. So the next colour is a Frost eyeshadow, and it's Rice Paper, which looks like this, and it's a really light gold, almost champagne colour. I love it. It's gorgeous. For everyday use, I put it on just on my lids to give it that extra pop. If you're wearing a gold base eyeshadow look, you can pop this right into the center of the lid to give it that extra dimension. But overall, the color is just really pretty. Next is a matte shade, and it's called Bisque, which looks like this. It's pretty much a skin tone color. It's not exactly my skin tone, it's a little bit pink. I would use this for all over the lids, just as a base, and to also even out my skin tone as well. Next, I've got some deeper shades. This is Amiga, which is a matte shade again. It's like a really light brown taupey. Next, I've got another matte shade, of course, and it's Espresso, which looks like this, which is a little bit deeper, like it's like a deep chocolate color. I love using that in my crease, and I think I've got it on today. I don't know if you can see, but I've just blended it out into the crease and into the outer V. So for my eyes today, I use Blanc Type all over the lid, and then I used Espresso blended out into the crease and into the outer V with my Sigma E45 small tapered blending brush. And then I put rice paper just on the lid area. And then finally, last eyeshadow I picked up is Mulch, and it's a velvet. It's really, really pretty. It's quite similar to it's a little bit darker than Espresso, sorry. And it's got like these like yellow and orange shimmers in it. It's really quite pretty, and I really like putting this in my outer V for the nighttime to really deepen and darken up that look as well. So that's all the matte products that I picked up, and like I said, they were my first eyeshadows, so I was quite excited to be trying them out. I've got to say though, pigmentation is not what I expected them to be. I expected them to be much more pigmented, just because I've tried some, you know, lower end eyeshadows that actually have more pigmentation than MAC. Having said that though, with less pigmentation, it might mean that they are actually easier to blend. I do quite like the blending factor of the MAC eyeshadows. I actually quite like the Rice Paper, which is a frost, and Mulch, which is velvet. I like the other finishes much better than the matte finish eyeshadow. So perhaps with MAC it's better to try kind of more colourful, bright colours, you know, ones with velvet finishes or frost finishes or shimmer finishes, rather than your, you know, traditional neutral matte shades. As for the blushes, I do quite like the blushes. I quite like their pigmentation. They're not too pigmented that you look like a clown face, but they do give you quite a bit of colour payoff, so you don't have to use so much product. So with that, you want to make sure to tap off any excess product off your brush. So enough of me rambling, I'm going to quickly do a close-up of all the products and I'll see you soon. This is a matte blush in Harmony. That's pretty much what it looks like in real life. If it's coming up a little bit orange on screen, I apologize. I assure you in real life it's quite neutral and it doesn't look orange on the skin or actually in the pan at all. This is Koi Girl. That's a fairly good description of what it looks like right there. The last blush I picked up was Dolly Mix, and it's a sheer tone shimmer blush. So you can see it's quite bright and it's got a whole bunch of silver shimmers in it. Next, onto the eyeshadows. This is Blanc Type, and it's pretty much just a flat out white. It looks a little bit ivory or off-white in the pan, but when you swatch it, it comes out just like a straight up white. This is Rice Paper, and that's pretty much what it looks like. You can see the gold in it, but it's a very light gold, and actually when you swatch it, it's more of a champagne color. But it's very pretty, and I love the frost finish. This one is called Bisque, and it's a matte shade. Basically a nude beige color with a hint of pink undertone. This is Amiga. It's pretty much a light brown slash taupey color. It's great for blending out your crease. Next is Espresso. Pretty much a neutral deep brown shade, really good for defining your crease. And last but not least is Malt. And it's very similar in colour to Espresso. It's a little bit darker, but you can see the shimmers in there. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to rate and subscribe if you like. For more information on Catch of the Day and MAC blushes and eyeshadows, you can go to my blog. It's peachsbeauty.blogspot.com. You'll also find extra reviews there and other interesting reads. If you would like to keep up to date on Peaches Beauty, you can follow me on Twitter, that's @peachsbeauty, and also on Instagram, again Peaches Beauty, and Facebook, which is facebook.com/peachsbeauty. Of course, if you have any questions, comments, suggestions or requests, please feel free to leave them in the comment bar below. I hope you have a great day and I'll speak to you soon. Bye!